Hi there. So this week we are looking at the prone inner thigh stretch. Um, just a slightly different way to do the exercise that we did last week, and it's just helping you to get your pelvis in alignment as you're doing the stretch. So you're going to lay down on your front, and you're going to get half them out the way. You're going to bring your knee up towards your side here. What you are aiming for is the stretch on the inner thigh, but I really want you to think about those 3 points of the pelvis. So just as a reminder, the 3 points of the pelvis that you would get in alignment are the 2 hip bones here, the ASIS, and the pubic bone. So these 2 bones, these are the bones that you feel when you put your hands on your hips, and your pubic bone obviously at the front of your pelvis. So they need to be in alignment. And when you're doing this exercise, you're aiming for all 3 bones to touch the floor. Can you see that from the front and the side? All 3 of those to touch the floor. So yeah, hands on your hips to find those AIS bones, and hand here. So obviously it's not about forcing those bones onto the ground. The best way to do it, as always with little steps, is to lay on your front, and you can feel those 3 bones on the ground. Yeah, it's quite easy. If you've got somewhere hard, you can feel the 3 bones, and then just bring your leg up a little way, just a little way. You might find that you're only bringing it to here, just a small amount. If you get cramp, just give your leg a wiggle, and see if you can keep those 3 points in contact with the ground, and then inch your leg up. As soon as one of those points on your pelvis comes up off the ground, that's where I want you to stop. Just go back a little bit and just concentrate on the stretch where you are. Okay, and then allow your heel to come down onto the ground. If it's lifted off the ground, allow your heel to come off the ground and just relax here. So cramp is the body's way of saying that you're starting to get into that stretch. You're starting to stretch the right things. So obviously you don't want to stay in a cramp position, but it just helps to know that you're kind of on the right track, and that your body is finding different movements and different muscles that it hasn't used for a while. So as you're sitting here, as you're laying here, and you've got used to this stretch, see if you could just inch that leg a little bit more. And just breathe into that stretch. Allow the heel to come onto the ground. The heel coming onto the ground just utilises the stretch in that inner thigh. If you get cramp, just lift your leg up and just rock slightly, and then come back to that stretch. And then we'll just do that on the other side. I'll do it with you. And it's interesting to note, as always, if there's a side which is easier, maybe even a side where you can come a little bit further, and just lay and enjoy the stretch. Okay, and so that is the prone inner thigh stretch. See how you get on with that. As usual, if there's any feedback or any questions, do ask, and see if you can fit that in. That's a great one for part of floor sitting. You can read in that position. You might even be able to do a little work on your computer if you need to. Yeah, just see how you can work that into your day. You can even do it on your bed. Just be aware that because the bed is a softer surface, you're not using quite the same muscles, but you might find that just doing a little bit on the bed just helps with the general mobility and stretch in that area as well. So, you know, have a play, see what works for you. Okay, bye bye.